Great. Well, welcome. Good morning to those of you in Detroit and across the world. It's a pleasure to have you here this morning for our i.Detroit Book Talk fundraiser. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Steinberg. I am the founder of the Detroit Writing Room and also the executive director of Coaching Detroit Forward, which is our nonprofit arm. I'm very excited to have you all here this morning for this virtual event. I want to say thank you so much for signing up, and all the proceeds are benefiting three amazing nonprofits: Beyond Basics, Progressionista, and Coaching Detroit Forward. So thank you so much for donating your proceeds for this event. Before we get started, I want to give you guys a chance to introduce yourself in the chat box if you would like to. You can type who you are, where you're from. If you're in the book and one of the i.Detroiters, please do share that as well. So feel free to use the chat box during the event. You can comment, you can talk with each other. The chat box is a free platform for you. And today, just a quick overview of the lineup. We're going to show a very cool video that tells more about i.Detroit, as well as afterward, we're going to hear straight from Marcus, who is the author of the book, and as well as Pamela Good and Shanel Adams, who are two i.Detroiters who are working very hard to promote literacy among youth in Detroit. There will be an opportunity to ask questions and in Q&A. So if you have a question, please feel free to hold on to it to the end. And last but not least, we are going to be giving away a copy of the book, which is, if you haven't seen it yet, it's an amazing project. You can use your phone and scan the page, and all the i.Detroiters will share their stories through this amazing app. So Marcus will talk more about it, I know, but stay on the Zoom call until the end because you must be present to win a copy of the book. So yeah, feel free to keep using the chat box to say hello. And Marcus, did you want to say anything before we go to the video?
I just said it in the chat. Good morning, Detroit. We're missing you all.
Amazing. So everyone's on mute. We're going to keep you on mute until the Q&A. If you have a question, you'll be able to go off mute then. But good morning. I'm going to share my screen. So you're going to see a video momentarily. And so stay tuned for that.
I'm Shafan Ahmed.
My name is Aisha Ghazi.
I'm Aaron James Fegan. My name is Chris Lambert.
My name is Noah Stevens.
My name is Passion Murray.
My name is Rashida Tlaib.
My name is Amber Reggie.
My name is Matthew Naimi.
I'm Martin Manna.
My name is Lauren Hood.
I'm Jessica Carey.
I am Dr. Truman Hudson Jr.
Hello, my name is Charles
My name is Denise.
My name is Omar Hernandez.
I'm Cheryl P. Johnson.
I'm Maria Salinas.
My name is Carlos
My name is Lisa Johanna.
My name is John George.
My name is Anthony.
I'm Michael Bazine.
Hi, I'm Amy Good.
I'm Dan Carmody.
So I'm Gary Wozniak.
My name is Virgil Taylor.
My name is Satori Shakur.
My name is Larry Gabriel.
My name is Carmen Anami.
I'm Phyllis Judkins.
I'm George Anami.
My name is Penny Baylor.
I'm Shirley Birch, and I am a citizen.
The purpose of the Human Atlas is to give a broader understanding of a group of people who are really trying to change the world.
I am Ariel Johnson, and I've experienced homelessness. We've lived in hotels. We've had days when we didn't have water. We did not have lights. And the fact that I was able to grow and become successful of where I am, not because I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, but because my community took responsibility for me and my success.
I think as the Human Atlas projects are built, down Brazil, a small project for the Smithsonian in Israel, We Deutschland in Germany, and now the i.Detroit project, which is finishing now, and we're just beginning the pre-production on Decoded, the Human Atlas of Silicon Valley. As this set of atlases grows, I realize how this process is the gift that keeps giving. Every time we talk about this project, every time we introduce this set of ideas about studying amazing people in specific geographies through sound, images, and genetic codes, we connect. We get this sense of possibility that we can help author a more positive and hopeful future. And I feel incredibly grateful to the supporters who've given me the possibility to make this my life's work. The legacy that I leave behind will be the Human Atlas Project. The very foundation of a human atlas is the nomination process. We rely on reaching out deep into the communities that make up our societies, that make up the places we're studying and researching. And those people, the community elders, young grassroots leaders, they all are asked to nominate individuals who are making the difference in their communities. By doing that, we begin the process in the way we want to continue it, which is that we go without prejudice, without fixed ideas, and we can listen to and really harvest the very best of the societies that we visit. I think the biggest learnings that have come from the process of building the human atlases over the last 10 years is a much deeper sense of the power of listening. For me, these are listening projects. They're both listening projects for us as the production team, as the people who are making these projects. But in a sense, when they are finished, they become books that you listen to through the image-activated sound app. They're projects you listen to by looking at the DNA maps and understanding where people are from and their origins. This is a deeply powerful process to stop, to put your prejudices to bed, to leave your preconceptions and to come to a space with your ears and your heart wide open.
My name's Dwan Dandridge. I'm a proud, lifelong Detroiter, a father of 3, husband of 1 beautiful wife. Washington's wife's father, so George Washington's father-in-law, his name was Dandridge. They owned my family. So, you know, when you ask me to be a proud American, my story's a little bit different.
The human atlas process is that as we begin to study and listen, we begin to understand more, which means we can bring more to the final piece. With the i.Detroit project, we've done multiple extra elements to the project. There's the inheritance tracks where everybody's nominated a song they wanted to hand to the next generation. There was commissioning vinyl 45 7-inch, which will be in the back of every book. So we built these extra little details into the process. But perhaps most significantly, there's the fabulous, powerful relationship we have with the design team of Jim Sutherland of Studio Sutherland and Rosie Trickett. The two of them have brought multiple new ideas to bear on the project and built and built and built and created new opportunities for us to tell the story of these remarkable 100 people in a deeper and more powerful way.
One of the things I really like doing is walking around cities. So I walked around the streets quite a lot on my own, for miles and miles, trying to discover places. Looking at the maps and the grids and things like that, which feature quite heavily in the book. And then we had a few drive rounds through some of the neighbourhoods to have another look round at some of the stuff that wasn't just sort of downtown, and just trying to get a feel for the place, I suppose. So with Detroit, there were some interesting discussions about, we had this thought about mapping, but that led to the discussions about intersections and people choosing their favourite places in Detroit. And in the same way that the link to music led to this thought about people having their inheritance tracks. I think one of the other key parts of the project is the DNA mapping. You know, we get sent a sort of spreadsheet that looks a bit like this, and we're trying to work out a way of bringing this to life. We like this idea of almost geological layers, a bit like a core sample really, that cover all the different DNA from around the world. And so we designed a pattern for every single one that you can vary, which means each one has a unique feel, but is obviously part of that system. And I can't really wait to do the next one. I want to start, you know, because it's such a brilliant thing. It's exactly the reason I wanted to be a designer, was to work on projects like this.
Tiny bit of your belt there.
I've never seen a camera that.
My name's Kirk Mays. I'm a father, a son, a husband, and a man of my community. And the challenges that are indicative of the communities that, you know, are in Detroit that I'm a part of, I don't feel like running from that. I feel like running towards that and saying, what can I do? Because I'm a man of this community. I'm a man of this culture. And if I don't do something about it, who else will? And honestly, who else's responsibility is it?
And one of the great joys of this particular project has been working with Fenton and his team at Boss Print. The final book is the most extraordinary feat of beautiful quality art printing. The silver inks, the paper finishes, the binding, the foiling on the front and the back cover. With Fenton and his team, what you're doing is you're working with craftspeople. They genuinely love getting the details right, the finish perfect. So this really is a testament to the care and the attention he and Neil, the printer, have taken over the last 2 months to create a beautiful piece of printed art. I think when I first came to Detroit, like so many, I had a very romantic view of the city, Motown, the music, definitely part of my upbringing. After spending time there, I realized that it was much more nuanced. There were many more complicated and perhaps interesting stories going on about resilience, about community support, about people coming up with innovative ideas to solve the problems of our time. But what was so wonderful was to spend all this time around the 100 who were the people who were doing that hard work.
Hello, I'm Reverend Larry Simmons. I pastor Baber Memorial African Methodist Episcopal Church. I came to understand that the oppressor is oppressed or in prison in much the same way that the oppressed is. Their physical position may be more privileged, but they are as much locked in to a worldview which is wrong as they impose on those who are oppressed.
That's great, good position. And then let's finish off with a couple just on you. There's so many people to thank, hence the list of, I think, 250 people credited in the back of the book. You know, there's an enduring debt that I owe Rip Rapson and Wendy at the Kresge Foundation, Charles and his team at the Charles H. Wright Museum, and then a wider group of supporters. They're the ones that are constantly watering the seed that we plant. But perhaps most significantly, it's the lifelong friendship with Mark Davidoff and his wife Margie for really allowing us to access their city and to give us the unequivocal support that really has made the whole project possible.
My name is Alice Thompson, and I am a community organizer. I think it comes from coming from a very close-knit town in Louisiana. We work in a community, and so the community binds us together, and no one works as an individual.
Through the COVID-19 crisis, I've connected by voice with many people, sometimes with lovely video calls too, and the sense of connection was just remarkable.
Let's see, here we go. There you are.
Oh, delicious.
Like, did you?
No.
All right.
No.
So you're 1% from Congo North. You're 4% from Congo South.
I mean, it really is. It's an amazing honor to be the person who gets to tell these stories. But inside my heart, I've built 100 remarkable, lifelong, resilient friendships, and that's a really incredible thing to be able to say.